Next, we will be doing the next parts of the circle. So what I am doing now, I am drawing a circle here, the rough sketch of the circle. Okay, where will be the center? The center will be here. This is center O. All right. What is this? This is the radius. All right. Now what I am doing now, I am taking a point just opposite A. Let's take a point B. Now see here, A and B, they are just opposite to each other, and the line AB is passing through the center. Is OA a radius? Yes. Is OB a radius? Yes. Alright. Now when the two radii, they are at 180 degree to each other. Radius OA and OB, they are at 180 degree to each other. Then that line segment which touches the circumference at A and B and passing through the center is known as the diameter of the circle. That is known as the diameter of the circle. So what is a diameter? Diameter is line joining two points on the circumference passing through the center. Remember, this is important here. Passing through the center is known as the diameter of the circle. Now see here, this AB is actually OA plus OB, right? So this AB, we have just now discussed, this is a diameter. OA is radius and OB is again a radius. So we get it here, the one more property, diameter is always equal to twice the radius. That means the diameter is double of the radius. Similarly, we will be getting radius is half of the diameter. So from using these two, you can also calculate the sums. Suppose the question is given to you, the radius of a circle is 5 centimeters. What will be its diameter? So what will be its diameter? Diameter will be double of radius. That is, it will be 10 centimeters. It's easy, you all can calculate it. Similarly, if you get the question, suppose you get the question that the diameter of a circle is 12 centimeters, what will be its radius? You find out the radius. So the radius is half of the diameter, so radius will be equal to half of 12, that is 6 centimeters. So this is the relation between the diameter and the radius. Diameter is twice the radius and radius will be half of the diameter. I think you all understood this. So by now we all have learned the different parts of the circles. We have learned the center, radius, circumference and the diameter. Let's proceed to the next part of it. Okay, again I am drawing a circle. Now children, when you will be solving these sums or you will be practicing all these geometrical concepts, always keep a pencil in your hand and keep a copy with you and keep on drawing the diagram. As many times you will draw the diagram, that much perfection you will be getting in your maths work. All right, and you will understand the concept. See, if you draw, you will get the concept. Now I have drawn this circle and I have marked this immediately. So this is what is center. We know that. If I'll draw a line radius, if I draw in this way which is passing through this, that will be diameter. So the concept will be more clear. Now what we'll be doing, I am drawing another line here. All right, now this line is joining the circumference at 2 points A and B, but this line is not passing through the center. So this line which divides the circle into two parts, see, this is one part, this is another part. It is dividing it into two parts, but it is not passing through the center. This line which joins the circumference at any 2 points is known as the chord of the circle. Any line which is joining 2 points on the circumference is known as the chord of the circle. Okay, it's not necessary that this will be passing through the center, but if this line is passing through the center as we have done in the previous part, so this becomes a diameter. Okay, so can we say that diameter a chord? If somebody asks you this question, is diameter a chord? What will be your answer? Your answer will be yes, the diameter is a chord. Okay, diameter is the chord. And one more thing, the diameter is longest chord of the circle. It is the longest chord of the circle. Okay, so we get the chord here. Clear? Now this chord, which we have already discussed just now, it is dividing the circle into two parts. One part is this, another part is the big one. All right, so this small part is known as the segment. Since this is dividing it in two parts, we have got two segments here. Since this is a small one, so this will be called as minor segment. Okay, and this is a bigger one, so this will be called as the major segment. So the chord divides the circle into two parts. Okay, into two parts, minor segment and the major segment. All right.